الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا آمنوا بالله ورسوله والكتاب الذي نزل على رسوله والكتاب الذي أنزل من قبل ومن يكفر بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر فقد ضل ضلالا بعيدا إن الذين آمنوا ثم كفروا ثم آمنوا ثم كفروا ثم ازدادوا كفرا لم يكن الله ليغفر لهم ولا ليهديهم سبيلا. Dearest brothers and sisters, our viewers and our listeners, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. These few verses that I rehearsed can be found in chapter 4, 136 and 137. You will recall that I've been unveiling the Qur'anic statements and teachings of a very important mental malady, a sickness, a disease, a cancer. And that is called in Qur'anic terminology kufr. And I mentioned that kufr means to hide, to conceal, to suppress, to prevent from being apparent. It means to also block or to obscure or to veil. And we mentioned that some of the characteristics of kufr that afflicts the mind of any human being who submits himself or herself to such an onslaught is that individual will not have in his or her agenda time, energy, care, resources, vision for the pursuit of what matters in the long run. Also, that individual will do his or her best to obstruct the path of loftiness, to block or to establish blockade, to boycott, and to do everything at all levels of the personality to prevent divine loftiness from standing out. Additionally, the individual will consider a mean life, a lowly life, the life of illusion as the real life, and will consider working for a better tomorrow or a better future for himself, his family, the community at large, the world community at large, the environment. He will consider that that's not the appropriate way, that's a crooked way. The right way is to be mean, to be base, to be low, and to grab the opportunities of the moment, no matter if one ignores the future consequences. The Qur'an uses an expression in chapter 5, verse 44, which I and you need to take note about. it makes a very categorical statement when it says, وَمَنْ لَمْ يَحْكُمْ بِمَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْكَافِرُونَ. Any human being who does not give center stage to divine loftiness in his or her life, and thus does not strive to use all necessary means to conduct his life or her life, to dignify his dealings or her dealings, to use his or her ability to speak or to act, to use his or her time or wealth or talents and energies. If that individual shies away from that responsibility to give center stage to divine values and loftiness, then that individual is an outright someone whose mind is afflicted with the disease of kufr. Remember, it's not a matter of lip service or lack of lip service which is of essence here. It's not a matter of someone saying, oh, I believe. Oh, I accept Islam. Oh, I accept the Qur'an. Oh, I accept the Prophet. Oh, I accept the Akhirah. The ultimate consequences of life. It is not a matter of someone just saying, or it is not a matter of someone expressing a denial of these things. It is the lifestyle, the statement that the lifestyle etches on the wall of life. I mean, if you and I recognize the wisdom of being sincere and genuine in our relationship with Allah and His messengers and His divine ordinances and all the forces that He spread about in lives of people in the name of Malaika. But if these are just words, and we think that is belief, that is enough for us to say that we accept these words, but we do not reflect the significance of these things in our lives, we do not strive to cultivate our family and our children and our community on such lofty basis, then you know better than I do. And we all know perfectly well, we are just a smoke screen for lofty words and expressions. And that's why the Qur'an makes it very, very clear. And this is something you need to find out for yourself. You need to spend time. It's not anybody's responsibility, whatever, to come and to force me to listen and to learn. It is my responsibility to look for people who can remove the cataract from my eye, who can remove the short-sightedness that I have. It is our collective and individual responsibility. Like how it is our responsibility to go to our professional work. We too must understand it is our responsibility, if indeed we are sincere. It is our responsibility to go and look for people to become teachers and counselors and educators and motivators and what we call as imam.